pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. At the 35-yard line. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Connor, touchdown, Houston. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
To kick. Agnews, and they'll bring it out. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll run with Etienne. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Lawrence will throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
From the end zone, Watson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Second and 8 coming up. Watson now to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Prater's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Third down, Lawrence. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Lawrence on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Buying time to his left. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaughan.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Now Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Watson being chased out left. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Watson going to sneak it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That second down play nets a -4.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Etienne. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A handoff for Etienne. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 36, Lawrence. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He gives it off to Carson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on second and long. Watson to Connor on the check down. Room here to run. He juked him. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third down. It's Carson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now it's Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed.